Welcome back, everybody, to Just Cardboard. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Macomb Card Show right here and right now. Saturday, April 11th at the Macomb 4-H Center in Macomb, Illinois. Good show. Good show. I had some, Mark and I had some good compliments from people. I had dealers say, yeah, I made money. Don't know how much, but I made money. So that's good. That's good. So it was a good show. That's all we need to know. It was a good show. We got compliments from dealers. They've come back again. They're not like they're making a killing, but tables there were $25 a table. We had another show from Macomb. It was 2 hours away. It was in Bloomington, Illinois. It was a 2-day show. It was a Friday, Saturday. Those tables were probably $100 a piece. We had some dealers that we lost from the Quincy area that went to Bloomington. I hope they did good. I wish them best of luck. I've actually got on Google Maps. It was like 2 hours, 45 minutes, 2 hours, 50 minutes. Let's just say 3 hours from Quincy to Bloomington. So those guys had a overnight lodging, food, which Macomb Card Show from Quincy to Macomb is an hour. I'm not saying nothing bad. I mean, those guys had some good inventory. They probably made some money. They probably made some deals. Everybody's looking for Otanis. I sold my Bowman Paper Otani rookie. I got over comps. I priced it over comps because I figured I had to come down to comps. I priced it over comps because it was an Otani. I got what I was asking. That's how Otani's going, even at a small card show. So I'll show you my pickups from the card show. One pickup I did was a card show / Facebook Marketplace because I had the guy meet me. He was from the Macomb area, from Facebook Marketplace. He was from the Macomb area. I had him meet me at the card show. He was fine with that. He brought the cards. And BJ, he does a YouTube short. He asked, what's everybody looking for? And I made a comment on there. I was looking for a 1968 Topps Johnny Bench. Lo and behold, I got my 1968 Topps Johnny Bench. I mean, I was wanting a PSA. Okay, I'm sorry. I got it in a PSA. I was watching this card go, and I got it. I seen some auctions on eBay. I got it just right below auction prices for PSA 3. I was happy. That's a PC thing for me. If I can find a better grade and buy it, I'll sell that one. But till I find a better grade, I'm good with it. He also had, he has anything else in my listings that you are interested in. So he had a couple of these Colby rookies. I picked them up. I paid comps, 100% comps. I'm going to try to flip those, but I'm going to have to grade them, and we'll talk about that a little bit here. We'll talk about that a little bit here because we're going to talk about alternative grading companies and PSA, because PSA has done something in the market, good, bad, or indifferent. I mean, you can say what you want. But I had another guy come up to me. I sell supplies too. I don't take a whole lot. I got penny sleeves, card saver ones, and and top loaders. I actually had a couple bags of sleeves for PSA slabs, which I didn't put one on that one. A guy was looking for. I had one bag with me. I had one bag, and the guy was looking, and I'm like, hey, I got one bag. So this guy needed a box. He wanted a box of card saver ones. I sell a package for $6. You can buy a box of 4 packages for 20. He goes, I don't want to pay for them. I'll trade you. You're a Jordan guy? I said, oh yeah, I'm a sucker for Jordan. So I comped these. I think this one's right at $9.99. It was right at $10, but I think these other two, one of them was at 13, one of them was at 17. I grabbed these 3 out and put them out there, and he goes, man, I got $30 on those, and you're wanting 20, and I'm like, because I'll do it. And I said, I got to sell these to make some money. You're going to use those, so here's some MJs I could send off to get graded. Speaking of MJs, I got my MJ special back from DGA. That'll be another show. We won't talk about that. So I got these. I traded these 3 things for a box of card saver ones. Didn't think that was too bad. I had probably a 10-year-old, 11-year-old, 9-year-old something coming around. He's wanting Otanis. Like I said, I sold my Otani rookie as a Bowman paper. Sold it for more than comps. And I had some three lower cost Otani's, and it was in my binder. He flipped through it, and he was wanting those, and two of them I had marked at $5. I had another one marked at $3, and I told the kid, if you want all three of those, I'll do $10 for all three of them. And these are actually a little over comps too. The $3 one was actually $2, but it was $1 shipping, so it was actually $3. The other two I think were in the $4 range, $3.50 range. I had them up to $5 because these are Ohtani's. I mean, I can get it if I wanted it. Nobody was buying the lower end ones. Everybody was looking for the Ohtani rookie. Mark did really good. He had some graded. I can't remember. I think they was PSA, and I think they might have been PSA 10s. I don't know if he said he sold one or two Ohtani rookie PSA cards. I was thinking he said $1,200 what he got out of it. So yeah, I know my cousin Al, he had a guy over there. Alan had a Ohtani, what was it? Stained glass. I can't remember if that was a rookie or not, but the one he had was all aces. I think that was a rookie. And then he had a paper rookie, all graded by DGA. All of them. And I know that all aces was a 9. The other ones I couldn't tell you. I think they were 8s or 9s. Maybe they all might have been 9s. I think they all were 9s. And my cousin Al had, $600. It was a couple $100 a piece. You should get that raw. Or almost raw. Well, this guy kept slamming DGA. The guy kept going over there, and my cousin Al goes, 460 is the lowest I'll go. That's almost raw prices. I mean, yeah, it might have been a little higher. Lost DGA. I got to break it out and go with PSA. And I'm like, by the time you get it back from PSA, Ohtani prices might drop. You should have just took it and flipped it. He didn't. So my cousin Al didn't get his sold, but I had a paper one, $100, gone. Mark has some PSA 10s. I think they're PSA 10s, $1,200, gone. This guy was sticking around trying to Jew down to DGA, and I'm like, it's your loss, buddy. I mean, it's there. I think my cousin Al did right by, standing his ground. Because DGA was there. We did have DGA there. They were there. It was Blaine's, I think it's his girlfriend, and another guy there from DGA. His name was Paul. I think I might have talked to him a couple times. Only one I really know there is Danny. Danny that does labels. Danny was actually at the Bloomington show because DGA was both representing Macomb show and the Bloomington show. So congrats out to the alternative grading company, DGA. Kudos for dividing up your team and conquering 2 shows in the same day. I was told Blaine was actually doing a live grade to a customer that flew in a DGA that had the Star Team bags that wanted graded and wanted to see the process that Blaine was doing. Blaine was actually at a shop in East Peoria helping out a customer live. Probably a good customer if he's doing it live for him, especially with Star Team bags, because that's the only grading company that does Star Team bags. Just giving a shout out to DGA. They do an awesome job here. They're local, East Peoria, Illinois. Alternative grading companies. We're going, as people in the hobby selling and flipping cards, we're going to have to look at these people compared to PSA. I'm not saying nothing bad about PSA, but you're going to have to start looking because of the prices. I'm saying that to be honest with everybody. We'll look into that here real quick. Like I said, I had a 10-year-old, probably 10, 11, 12-year-old come up, and he's looking at those Ohtani cards. I told him $10. He came back later. I mean, like a half hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour later. He had this card. I know, BCCG. I mean, it says Beckett on the back of it. This is the low-end graded. I mean, this is, lower than anything, okay? I mean, this is, but, it's a Michael Jordan. It's in a slab. Somebody that's just getting started out want Jordan cards in a slab and cheap. There you go. So I traded those cards for this card, the Ohtani low-end Ohtani cards for the graded Michael Jordan. The kid did okay. Ohtani at least sells. He's wanting Ohtani. This is a low-end Jordan. I'm fine with it. It's back there. Other pickups I did real quick at the card show. I went to another dealer because it was the first time him being there. It was the first time for him and his wife or girlfriend, whatever it was at the time, being there. I picked up these 3 off of them real quick off the table. I know people that collect Kansas City Chiefs and Royals stuff. So there's a Bobby Witt Jr. paint top stadium. There's just the Stadium Club playing card there. And here's the Mike Trout. I like the Mike Trout. This was cool. Stadium Club, $5 for the 3. I didn't think that was too bad. That was a nice little pickup there. Another guy coming in asked me if I want to buy anything from him. I looked through it. I'm not a soccer person, but I've kind of learned Messi's a person to pick up from soccer, so I picked up the Messi. Just picked it up, and another popular. I didn't pay no $15 for it. I got $5 on 2 cards. Pete Crow Armstrong rookie, Bowman Chrome Mojo Refractor. I got it. I love that Mojo Refractor thing. That might get graded by an alternative grading company just for a low-end graded card because it's a rookie. It's a rookie-based card, but it's a Mojo Refractor. I do pretty good on those Mojo Refractors. They grade pretty good, too. I never usually have any problems with them, so that'll be an alternative grading company. Kid came up for this one. Mike Trout. Like I said, there's Mike Trout. This is gold, and it's numbered out 75. I picked this up from a kid. This thing comped at $7.50. We plus $5 shipping. I'm like, so actually, this is like 11. This is like a $7.50. $7.50 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $13, $14 card. To tell you the truth, really, if you include shipping on it. It was $7.50. I gave him $5. Kid was happy with it. I said DGA there. The other guy, Paul, he was there. He had like a bunch of these. These are legit cards. I've actually comped this. We'll talk about comps and how I comp things. Everybody always talk about eBay comps. We're going to show you how to do the eBay comps. I've learned this from another YouTube thing I watch. That's how I learned how this one. I showed Mark this the other day, and he goes, "Really?" Because that ain't too bad. Everybody's talking about eBay comps. Everybody goes off eBay comps and different ways to do it. There's a 130-point card ladder. There's stuff you can buy. Don't buy an app. Don't go get involved buying apps and getting this and that, especially if you're a low-end card seller, dealer. I'm going to show you how to do it with something free from eBay. And everybody types in eBay. I can't type that fast, and I make too many mistakes. Fat finger everything. I can't do it. This is where you don't have to type nothing. Real quick, it comes up. You can use this for raw and graded, especially PSA. So I got this. I comped it. Authentic PSA was $60. This is a DGA Authentic. I paid $50 for it. Am I hurt? Probably not. I'm okay with it. As far as I'm concerned, it was in the right price range. This is Authentic graded. The auto was a 10. Authentic graded Ernie Banks card. This will probably just go with my PC with my Johnny Bench I just purchased. So picked that up. Another thing we'll talk about real quick. I give this guy a shout out. I bought some stuff on him. He's actually grown quite a bit since I started watching him. 1 Million Cubs Project. He does eBay Lives. He's usually on there 5 to 6 days a week. I bought a card off of auction. Like I said, I'm on Michael Jordan's. I paid probably top end of comps on this Michael Jordan card. I don't have it. That's why I bought it. I paid top end of comps. First card you buy is $1 shipping. Every card after that's 25 cents additional shipping. I've got on some eBay Lives where you pay like the $4.95 up front on the first card, and everything's after that's free except for your taxes. You get on there and all of a sudden it's like, oh, all right, this guy's going good. He's got some good stuff, and then he stops and you just bought 2 cards. I bought 2 cards and now I just paid roughly $5 shipping. Whoa. That kind of hurts. This one here you paid $1 for the first one and then $0.25 for every additional one. I kind of like that a lot better. So I just bought the 1 card for off him, so I had $1 shipping on it, and I paid top end of comps. Michael Jordan card I don't have, so that'll go in my MJ collection. So Shout out to 1 Million Cubs. Like I said, he's on eBay Live. He's usually on there at least 5 to 6 days a week. So eBay Live thing, the comp thing. We're gonna comp a card. We're gonna talk about PSA and why we need to do alternative grading companies. I'm going to show you this real quick. I've already got it up here a little ways. Let's start from the beginning and see how I show you how I got here. Let's get it going here. So you go to your eBay Live app. You go to here at My eBay. They're right here at the bottom corner of My eBay. And if you scroll down, go to Scan Cards. And we'll just go right from the beginning. So I bought this. I paid $20 for it. And I'm going to scan my card. Boom. You just took a picture of it. It's doing this thing right now. It's going to identify this card for you. That's what it is. 1996-97 Upper Deck Collector's Choice Rookie. You're going to collect that. You're going to hit that one. Oh, well, I sold. Hey, it's actually went down. 1855. 1998 was the last one. 1885, but it was $8.75 shipping. 1999 with $1.50 shipping was the last one that sold. That was just sold. They got on there. But there's one for $25. Buy it now. Somebody paid $25, $5 shipping, $20 free shipping. So I paid $20. That's what I paid. I comped that. I paid $20 for them. So if you send it into PSA and you got PSA 10, that's a $400 card. I mean, you can come right here to the top. PSA 9 is an $80 card. It's usually running 60. It's usually running $70. An 8. This is an 8.5, $40. Let's just talk about this. We just comped this at $20. You paid $20 for this card, which I did. PSA grading services now is $35. I'm already at $55 before I send this in and paid the eBay, before I even paid the PSA insurance. Before that, I'm already at $55. Just doing the service and buying the card. That's not paying for the PSA insurance. That's not paying for shipping. At 8.5, I'm losing money. Are you sure this is going to be a 9 or 10? The odds of this being a 10 from PSA right now, slim and none. I'm going to tell you that slim and none is this a 10. So let's just go up there and go to 9. $70 for a 9. Last one sold at 80. But the media sold price is at 70. So I'm already at 55. Send this in by buying it at comps, paying $35 for shipping. $35 for the service. You've got to remember, if you're sending this in yourself, there's like insurance you got to pay for. So what's that, another $20? I can't remember, maybe $5. So you're at $40 just with the service and the insurance, and $60 when you bought it. And you're only at $70 at a 9, maybe $80. Think about this. Think about what you're doing. PSA, there's two arguments. PSA can jack up prices because people in the hobby, as us, as the hobby, made them number one. They know they can jack prices up. Second of all, now as a person that buys, sells, and flips, if you sent this card in for PSA yourself, you're probably going to lose money. Here's where your alternative grading companies come in. Now, if this was already an 8, and it's a PSA 8, and I bought it for $20, $30, I'm ahead. As long as somebody else took the hit on the grading fee, I'm ahead. That's great. It's kind of like this Luca up here. I took the hit on that Luca because I thought I was going to do better than 8. It didn't. I took the hit on Luca. I paid $50 for the Luca rookie. I took the hit on that one. I took a big hit. So, if you can buy this already graded at an 8 for $40, $50, go for it. But if you're going to buy a raw card and send it into PSA, I'm going to tell you you're going to lose money. remember that. This is where these alternative grading companies like DGA, Golden Grading, even at this point in time, Beckett at $15. I mean, DGA at the show specials at 12. Golden Grading at 5. This guy was talking about Elite Grading or whatever. I think it was 5 or 7. Here's another company I've got right here. It's MPE, and it says they're $5 a card too. Like I said, I was watching a YouTube thing, and some guy was using the Elite Grading Collection or something like that, and I think they use $5 or $7 a card. And he was using those because you can send cards like this in, or like an 87 Will Clark. 87 Will Clark, I mean, you can buy that out of a dollar box. It's a rookie. It's a rookie card. You can buy it out of a dollar box. You can send it in grade in these grading companies and probably get $20 if it grades decent for the card. $15. You spend $1 for it out of a grading company, spend $5 to $7 have it graded. So this is where your attender grading companies on these lower end rookie cards. I'm not saying that's a lower end rookie card, but I'm just saying on these lower end cards where you can make a little bit of money. Yeah, it's not PSA. It's not Beckett. It's not SGC. Beckett and SGC, you can send probably something like that in, take a little bit of a hit, and make out okay, maybe a few bucks. But I'm telling you what, if you use these lower end stuff, like even DGA, you might make a little bit more, pay a little bit less, and still come out ahead. This is where your alternative grading companies, I know there's those, it's not great unless it's a PSA. PSA is just it. Get off of it, guys. They're pricing themselves out of the market. I mean, if you're going to you've got to get a 10 on that to make any money. You've got to get a 10 in both these cards to make any money. What's the odds of Joe Blow that sent his cards in himself, or went to what's that place? Somewhere else and sent them in, through a grading, not a grading service, but a submitter. Some of these grading companies are getting rid of their submitters. They are getting rid of their submitters. Their choice submitters are getting rid of them. You're stuck sending them in yourself. So I'm telling you, sometimes these alternative grading companies are going to be the way to go. I'm just leaving that out there. I'm not telling you to use DJ. I'm not telling you to use MPE. I'm not telling you to use Golden. You make the choice yourself. I've actually sold some Golden graded cards. So, and the other alternative is just sell it raw. I mean, if you bought a collection and that card was in there, and I don't know, I paid $100 for like 4 boxes. That card was in there. I mean, sell it raw. Don't grade it. Sell it raw, or put it in a one touch. Sell it a little higher. I mean that's fine. There's no problem with selling things raw. You don't have to grade everything. I need to tell myself that sometimes. But just saying, you can even grade it raw. I've picked up some other Jordans and stuff, so I've done well at picking up Jordans. And Jordans, if they grade low, I don't care. Especially if it's an alternative grading company, I don't care. Because I'm probably going to keep them for myself, or if I do sell them, it's another grading company that didn't charge me an arm and a leg. So, said being done, everybody knows how to use the app and scan a card. And actually, let's go back to that a little bit here too. There's other ways. We're back here to this. You can go up to here. That's sold. We can go up to active and see what people are selling that for. Right now, everything's on an auction. I'm not a big on auction thing. You probably have to go down here a little ways to get past. Okay, here's a buy it now. $19.99 with $1.32, $18 with $5.40 shipping or delivery. $19.99 for $3.99 delivery. I mean, it's here's $24.99 free shipping, $20 $5 shipping. I mean, $20 is pretty much the comp. Even this is active. This is not even sold. That's just people active, and you can go back to sold, and go right back under here. What's sold? Let's just go back to ungraded, so we're seeing the ungraded sold and not the PSA 10s. Wow. $5, $1.32. That's February 24th, 2026. Ungraded. Poor condition. It tells you right there it's a poor condition. Another $8. Ungraded. Well, so those are even auctions. Auctions are outliers. If you can get an auction and get that for that at an auction, great. But auctions are outliers. I don't like auctions. But there's telling you right there, 1998, 1850 is the last one sold. So like I said, be careful out there buying stuff. Be careful of taking something like this and flipping it, especially with PSA. Just saying. But just trying to give you guys some ideas out there. Use some alternative grading companies. I mean, it's owned by Collectors Club, which owns PSA. There's SGC, long return time. Golden Grain's got a long return time, but it's $5. Beckett's $15. EGA's $12 at a show. Just think about it, guys. You know, if you want to go far as filling out a paper and sending them to MPE, basic service is $5 a card. Insurance amount. Return shipping. So, yeah, you're paying $5 a card, but you're paying $10 for return shipping. And there's an insurance amount too. They'll tell you. So this is, something you need to look into, especially on your lower end stuff. Especially if you're just going to grade something like this or grade something like this. Do you really want to spend $35 to grade this at PSA and come back at 8? Seriously. This is where alternative grading companies come in handy, especially the $5 ones or the $7 ones for like this base Bobby Witt that's a $1 card, or a Will Clark 1987 Topps Will Clark, and that you just bought out of a $1 box. That's probably got some rounded corners. That's not going to grade real well, but you want it graded. Golden Grading or MPE or somebody like that would probably be a better choice for you. I'm not telling you what to do. It's your money, your hobby, your collection. Do what you want. Just keep your heads together on that stuff and watch how you spend it and everything. Don't get in trouble. That's it for me for now. Have a good day. Good luck. Be safe, and bye for now.